I'm sorry, we have no vacancies tonight. We're fully booked.
There are some other hotels up the street. Do you know anything about them? Can you recommend another hotel?
Well, there's the Sherman House Hotel. Sometimes older wooden hotels, like the Sherman House Hotel, can catch fire very quickly, and they seem to be always in the middle of the night that the fires come. 30 guests over at the Sherman recently woke up to spreading flames coming through the back of the hotel, and the firemen were able to come and contain the fire within the first 2 hours, so nobody was hurt. The fire was caused by an unattended lamp in the hotel boiler room. The back rooms of the hotel are fire damaged, but you might be able to get a cheaper rate on one of those rooms if that interests you. Usually the better hotels in town want to make sure that the guests know how to properly use the gas lighting fixtures in the hotel rooms. And the front desk at the Sherman Hotel just assumed that 2 guests from Brainerd knew how to properly do this. However, during the night, another guest in a nearby room reported the smell of leaking gas. And the gas flow was traced to the Brainerd gentleman's room, where the staff found both guests unconscious. Prompt medical treatment was necessary to save their lives. One should never blow out a gas lamp. It's not a candle. You must turn the valve firmly to shut it off. There's the Banner Hotel. Confidence men pose a threat to travelers like yourself, and recently a group of these types of criminals was operating out of the Banner Hotel. They were renting a room for the day, and then what they did was they went down to the Union Depot and approached a traveler named Mr. Waddle, who was waiting on the platform for a train to Montana. One of these criminals told Waddle that he was also from Montana and waiting for the same train along with some friends over at the Banner Hotel. And over at the Banner Hotel, they were playing cards while they were waiting on that train. And Waddle followed his new acquaintance over to the Banner Hotel, where he quickly lost $55 to the other players. Once the gang had acquired his money, his acquaintances took him back to the Union Depot and then quickly disappeared. Waddle reported the incident to the police, but he could not recall where the hotel was located, and he didn't want to stay in the Twin Cities any longer than he had to. There is Mrs. Weed's boarding house. The police were keeping a tight watch on Mrs. Weed's boarding house because of a jewelry robbery that happened in downtown St. Paul on Jackson Street. And the thief got off with so much loot that he could not ride the horse back to the livery stable. And get this, the thief actually had given the livery stable his name and address when renting the horse for the robbery, namely Mrs. Weed's place. Members of the criminal gang were arrested when they came over to Mrs. Weed's boarding house to fence the stolen diamonds from the jewelry store. And when gaining access to the thief's room, the police also discovered a great deal of stolen dental equipment.
I'm sorry we weren't able to offer you a room tonight, but at least I hope that you find a safe place to stay and don't have to sleep in the gutter or some dangerous hotel. To stay updated about dangerous places in the city, you may want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay fully informed. Until next, safe dreams and safe travels.